species to be born at the zoo. Thanks for watching INN News. Have a great weekend.
Get ready to go wild.
You won't believe how close you can get.
Amazing animals.
Lion, leopard, and now the rhino.
Incredible places.
Where else do you know where you can go and have breakfast?
You're watching Mountaintop's Choice for news, weather, and live local sports. WYLN, we're your local network.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this WYLN Sports Special presentation of girls high school basketball. An interdivision matchup in the Wyoming Valley Conference. From Division II, the Lady Bulldogs of Berwick take on Division I's Hazelton area Lady Cougars. You are looking live at the Huey McGeehan Gymnasium at Hazelton Area High School. The Lady Cougars of Joe Gavio are about to be introduced to the starting five. We thank you for joining us. As I am Marty Burns, joined as always by the coach, Joe DeMelfi, Jim Burns on the stats. And Joe, we've got a matchup tonight between Berwick and Hazelton area. And I think before we even get started, the main key to tonight, Coach Phillips has his Lady Bulldogs playing very well, off to a great start in this 2018-19 campaign. But heading up here to play Hazelton area, can they handle the press of Joe Gavio's Lady Cougars?
That's the biggest thing. They come in with a plan every year, and they execute that plan. They run into the press. They get behind by 10, 12, 14. They abandon the plan. So if they can handle the press, I think they'll do very well.
Okay, we are going to pause before tonight's opening tip for our national anthem. That was our national anthem, first by audio and then finished by the student body.
Nice to see the crowd get into it with the national anthem, start the ball game. Marty, you talked about the Lady Bulldogs, 7-1, playing very well. They have done a nice job as we look at the officials.
Steve Madrowski, you see him in the middle of your screen with the basketball. He's joined by Lou Lucy and John Flaherty. Coach, go ahead and finish your thought.
The other part, Hazelton is right now 5-4 to 2-1 in the league. This would be a good interdivision matchup. Interesting to see. The Lady Bulldogs traditionally have struggled with the Lady Cougars. to see what happens in tonight's game.
Getting set for the tip. Be number 23, Katie Starr for Berwick. Number 11, Kira Antolik for Hazelton area. Lady Bulldogs control the tip. Megan Dalo is in the starting five, the lone senior. 4 sophomores join her. Rennie Murphy, Emily Novicki. We mentioned Katie Starr and Emily Ouimet for Hazelton area. We talked about Kira Antolik at the tip. She's joined by Marissa Trivalpiece, Brooke Boretsky, Faith Grula, and Coach Gavio was very excited to have back her second game back from injury. She's only played 1 game so far this season, and we're talking about Virginia Yurchak. As Starr took it strong to the basket, she's going to be heading to the line to shoot 2.
I'll tell you what, Katie Starr, sophomore, doing very well for the Lady Bulldogs, as you mentioned. 4 sophomores and the senior in Megan Dalo. So see how as Starr makes the first foul, see how the Lady Bulldogs fare this evening.
Starr, the second leading scorer on the season for the Lady Bulldogs, just under 12 points per game. She hits 1 out of 2. Faith Grula, who got the rebound, was the one who picked up the personal, the first of the night, and Brooke Boretsky brings it up for the Lady Cougars, and the white going from left to right on your screen. Here's Yurchak dribbling it back toward the middle. Trivalpiece in the high post out to Grula, quickly swung to Yurchak. This is Antolik. In the corner, Boretsky. Boretsky on the wing. Berwick with a very active zone defense coming out to start. Boretsky inside the three-point line, buries the jumper, and Hazelton area their first lead at 2-1.
We're going to look at it right away, Marty, with the press on. Lady Bulldogs do a decent job getting it down the court.
But Murphy got quickly double-teamed on the sideline. Nice passing to Starr, and she had it blocked by Trivalpiece. Starr kicks it out to Ouimet. Sorry, Joe, go ahead.
Katie Starr fighting for the ball, takes it off the floor, and Lady Bulldogs is going to have another go at it.
Starr, along with Dalo, averaging over 9 rebounds a game, and here's a steal by Grula. She'll challenge Ouimet. Got double-teamed and ended up turning it over. Here is Starr. She doesn't have numbers, and Trivalpiece comes back defensively, dives on the floor, and got it to Grula. We saw it last night, Joe. Great hustle. We see it early on here in the girls' action.
I'll tell you what, Trivalpiece, exceptional softball player, also a very good basketball player. Goes after that ball on the floor. Coach Gavio a little upset with the turnover.
And before we get too far along, we did get the chance to talk to Coach Gavio as the Lady Cougars get the turnover. Antolik's pass goes out of bounds. No, it's been reported Coach Gavio did have a fire at his home, and everybody is safe and sound. And so then you start thinking about other things. Coach Gavio said, you have to get a new wardrobe. As Yurchak got a nice pass from Boretsky, but he was talking about some of the sentimental things that he has from past teams that he coached that weren't salvageable, and you could tell that bothered him a little bit, but got a great insurance company that's taking care of him, and he's going to be back at home soon. As Dalo in the lane can't get the shot to go, and Murphy drives, and she traveled before she got the shot up.
One of the things with the Lady Bulldogs, they're having a little trouble with the press again, but when they do get it up the floor, they don't have enough numbers, and the person has to hold the ball and ends up getting trapped. They need to have ball movement once they get up the floor.
Boretsky quickly over to Antolik, and now Yurchak. Right back to Antolik, almost a steal. Now the Lady Bulldogs have to hustle back defensively as Trivalpiece hits the 3. Lady Cougars jump out to a 7-1 lead, and almost another turnover.
Can't put it on the floor. You have to pass it, get it up the floor, as we have a foul on the Lady Cougars.
Boretsky picks up her first, team second.
Marty, I think when you inbounds on the press, you have to have an outlet pass right away, and that's not happening right now with the Lady Bulldogs.
Ouimet gets it out to Starr. Starr gets it right back. Looking inside to Dalo. Nice move in the lane, can't get it to fall. Tipped around loose, Trival piece up with it, and gets away from Dalo and kicks ahead to Beretsky. Beretsky, this is for 3. She got it. Brooke Beretsky has 5 of the Lady Cougar 10 points. Quickly, the Lady Cougars are up 9.
Hitting that 3 ball, Marty. Again, Lady Bulldogs down by 9. See how they handle being down. Patient with the ball.
Starr in the corner, goes out to Murphy. She thought about the 3. She drives, penetrates. Credit Grula with the block, and here's Antolik. 1-on-2, shot up, won't go. Trival piece follows the action. Left-hand shot is good. She's got 5. Berwick needs to take a timeout. It's a full timeout. 12-1, Lady Cougars.
Blaze Alexander Family Dealership is very proud to become a part of the Hazleton area. Come see us in Hazel Township or visit us online at blazehazleton.com. There's Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, GMC, and Cadillac, and Mazda. Plus, a huge inventory of the finest quality pre-owned vehicles available, all with the Blaze Alexander lowest price guarantee. We have a long-held reputation for low prices, great selection, and top-notch service. Blaze Alexander Family Dealerships in Hazleton. We're taking the deals the other guys won't.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Renai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
After the Lady Bulldog timeout, they're going to inbound trailing 12-1, 3:32 left in the opening quarter, and John Flaherty has called a foul in the backcourt, and Brooke Beretsky, I believe, is going to have to head to the bench as she picked up her second personal, the team third.
Marty, Lady Bulldogs are 0 for 5 from the floor. Lady Cougars are 5 for 6 from the floor. That explains a big part of that 12-1 lead right now.
Lady Cougars with substitutions. Number 12, Olivia Wolk. Number 23, Katie Lipinski. Number 25, Diane Garnett into the lineup. Pass for Starr out of her reach. Turnover gives it to the Lady Cougars.
You got to be quicker than that. Eliminate the dribble, get the ball into Starr quickly.
Number 14, junior Abby Burt checks in for the Lady Bulldogs. Trival piece gives it back to Garnett. Out to Wolk. High post Lipinski moving it quickly. Going cross court, Garnett in the lane, can't get the shot to go. Dalo the rebound. And Wolk forces the jump ball with the possession arrow, giving it back to Hazleton area.
Megan Dalo kept the ball low off the rebound and was tied up. She's been an instrumental part of Berwick's early success with the 7-1 record.
Wolk gives it off to Lipinski. Berwick comes out with a trap. Nicely done, and a steal for Dalo.
Very nicely done. Trap on the Lady Cougars, and the Lady Bulldogs have possession. Need to convert a couple of points here.
And they hit it well, Joe. They made it seem like they were just coming out straight man. And then when Hazleton area least expected it, they came with that quick double team. Nice pass inside from Ouimet to Dalo. She'll have a chance for a three-point play.
Emily Ouimet, excellent job bounce pass inside to Megan Dalo.
Megan Dalo, second leading rebounder on the team and averaging over 8.5 points per game. Can't convert the three-point play, but Rennie Murphy, nice hustle to get the rebound and give Berwick another opportunity to cut into this 9-point deficit.
I think one of the things you look at when you look at a a team is how well they handle being down. And right now, the Lady Bulldogs down by 9.
Dalo, nice spin move, strong to the basket. She's got a quick 4 points for the Lady Bulldogs, and it's now 12-5 Lady Cougars on the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership scoreboard.
Excellent move by Megan Dalo. Back to the basket. Did the spin, as you mentioned, Marty.
Trival piece on the wing. She'll go cross-court. Lipinski quickly to Wolk. Her jumper is up and good. 3-point goal, Olivia Wolk. And the Lady Cougars take it to a 10-point advantage. And Wolk with the steal. Nice pass to Antolik. 17-5 Hazelton area.
Got to do a better job of handling that ball.
And another steal. And Antolik got hit in the face. She looks like she's trying to refocus, but it appears to be all right. Trival piece goes between 2 defenders, and she was fouled. With exactly a minute left in this opening quarter.
Berwick, when they're inbounding on the press, Marty, they have 3 players bunched together. They need to get some space between them so they can move the ball.
Trival piece will get another. The foul was on Dalo, her first, team first. Number 00, Carly Krasansky into the Hazelton area lineup. Trival piece converts 1 out of 2. She's got 6. Leading scorer on the team at 11 points per game.
There you see it, Marty. They need to spread, move the ball quickly. Don't put it on the floor.
Wolk knocked that one away. Lipinski in the lane, gets it to roll in. Olivia Wolk has been a big spark off the bench for this Hazelton area Lady Cougar team in this opening quarter. Dalo quickly gets it to Burt. And Burt was fouled. Be the 15th foul on Hazelton area, but we mentioned Olivia Wolk. Joe, yes, it is true. One of the stars from last night, Sparky Wolk, is her brother.
The Wolks are becoming scoring machines.
And she appropriately gets her hand in there and knocks another one away. That last foul was on Lipinski, her second, team 5th. So Lipinski and Beretsky, 2 fouls apiece for the Lady Cougars. Murphy got it back as she inbounded it. Her 3 won't go, but Burt gets the long rebound. Dalo inside, left-hand shot, rolls in. Megan Dalo has 6 of the 7 for the Lady Bulldogs. It's 20-7 Hazelton area.
Playing very well with her back to the basket. That's the second spin move she's used, and we're going to have a Lady Bulldog possession off the turnover.
Key time here for Berwick. If you could get a basket here in 7.6 seconds, possession arrow says they're going to get the ball to start the second quarter. Nice opportunity.
Have to be aware of the clock. Have to be aware of the clock.
Murphy's shot is up and good. She beat the buzzer. So that'll cut the Hazelton area's lead to 20-9 through a quarter. You're watching live high school basketball on WILN.
Minutes away. That's right, you're just minutes away from a great deal on a new car, truck, or SUV from Barber Ford. 2 great locations, Exeter and Hazelton. The best deals on America's #1 brand are just 25 minutes from Frackville, 26 minutes from Jim Thorpe, 28 minutes from Tamaqua, 20 minutes from Shavertown, and 28 minutes from Clark Summit. Barber Ford in Exeter and Hazelton. Online at barberautogroup.com, where nobody but nobody sells for less.
Fast, consistent internet speeds. TV your way. And reliable phone service. All from the one provider who also lives here. Service Electric Cablevision. Connect with us.
We welcome you back. The buzzer beater from Rennie Murphy.
Did a great job knowing when to get up with the ball right at the buzzer.
As I mentioned, Berwick gets the ball down 11 to start the second. We met Starr, Dalo, Burt, and Murphy start the quarter. And Murphy, a quick 5 points to end the first and start the second. It's 20-12, Hazleton area.
Shooting better now, 4 for 11 in the first quarter from the floor. 0 for 2 from three-point range, whereas the Lady Cougars were 8 for 10 from the floor, 3 for 3 from the three-point range. Turned the ball over 9 times. Did the Lady Bulldogs have to do away with that?
And one of the big things, you mentioned it there, 6 rebounds for Berwick, all 6 on the offensive glass.
Offensive rebounds.
Hazleton area led in scoring in that opening quarter by Marissa Trivalpiece with 6, Brooke Boretsky with 5, Megan Dalo leading the Lady Bulldogs with 6. Hazleton area in the white going from left to right on your screen and has it stolen away by We Met. We Met, left-hand shot won't go, your check to rebound.
Good hustle.
She's out there with Boretsky, Trivalpiece, Grula, and Antolik, the original starting 5, and another turnover for Hazleton area.
Murphy did a nice job defensively keeping the Lady Cougar player from getting to the baseline.
And the other thing, Joe, if you can get Hazleton area to commit live ball turnovers, keeps them from getting into that pressure defense, which allows Berwick to settle into their half court. Can Murphy go back to back? Can't get it to go. Dalo tried for the rebound, ruled off of Hazleton area.
Megan Travelpiece also right there. Well, the Lady Bulldogs will inbound under their own basket. Down by 8.
Dalo from the foul line gets the roll. She's got 8 to lead all scorers. We talk about a tough place to come and play. Tough when you have 4 sophomores in the starting lineup. Lady Bulldogs leading on their senior.
Exactly right. I think one of the things, great job, Murphy again on the steal.
And all of a sudden, the Lady Bulldogs are down by 4. Coach Gavio needs a timeout. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. There's a timeout on the floor. This would be a good time to call 2 Italian Guys Pizzeria at 570-459-2783 to order a pizza from 2 Italian Guys Pizzeria.
Marty, we talked about one of the things you look for when you're down by a lot, whether you can maintain your composure, keep the ball moving. The Lady Bulldogs have done that. They've cut the lead to 4 with 6:09 left in the second quarter. Murphy, a spark here in the second quarter for the Bulldogs.
Approaching a 3-minute run for the Lady Bulldogs. They were down 20-5 on an 11-0 run to cut it to a 4-point game. Your check out to Antolik to Boretsky. Your check. She's going to try the jumper off back rim. Battle for the rebound. And it's going to be rolled off the Lady Bulldogs, remaining with Hazleton area.
Yeah, Starr went up with one hand to try to grab that. Tipped it out of bounds, so Lady Cougars will inbound.
Grula dribbles it out, gets it to your check, quickly over to Antolik. And her 3 is good. Kira Antolik has 5, and the lead back to 7.
Have to have some help here.
Tolik knocked the pass right back to Starr. Jump ball's called, and the possession arrow gives it to Hazleton area.
Spread the defense and move up the floor a little. Lady Bulldogs bunching under the basket. They need to get some spread on that inbound pass.
Your check on the wing got double teamed. Got it off the trival piece to Beretsky. Pass inside to Antolik. She's got a quick 5 here in the second quarter. 7 for the game, and the lead is back to 9.
Beretsky with a great pass inside as Trivelpiece knocks that pass down the floor out of bounds, so the Lady Bulldogs will inbound from right in front of the scorer's table. Lead again 9 for the Lady Cougars.
Did you notice that Chubby was glad that none of that action was at his end of the scorer's table?
He was looking at that hot dog he brought in here, I think.
Making sure it didn't hit the floor. Mentioned a quick 11-0 run for Berwick, got it to 4, and Hazelton Area's rattled off 5 in a row to get the lead back to 9. Berwick trying to answer in the half court as Burt shot off back rim is rebounded by Starr.
Good job by Starr taking it off the floor.
Murphy penetrates out to Burt, quickly to Ouimet. Burt in the corner. Out to Murphy.
Movement away from the ball, Marty. Have to have some.
Beretsky almost the steal. Burt on the wing. She'll take the 3. Starr the rebound, and the putback is good.
Excellent job. Starr, I mentioned before, only a sophomore, but she definitely has court presence.
Beretsky to the basket, knocked away by Dalo.
Good defensive play by Dalo.
Faith Grula with the jumper.
The Lady Cougars, Marty, are shooting lights out right now.
Starr trouble getting it in, and she actually inbounded it off the back of Beretsky. It went out of bounds. It'll remain with the Lady Bulldogs, but a tough place to inbound from that corner. Into the lineup for Berwick is number 22, Sierra Meaner. Olivia Wolk back in for Hazelton Area.
And again, Marty, trapped after the inbound pass.
Diane Garnett back in for Hazelton Area. I apologize, Joe.
Lady Cougars doing an excellent job with the press. As I mentioned before, they are again up 9 after Berwick closed it to 4.
Murphy cross court. Ouimet. Nice pass to Starr. Her up and under move is good. She's got a quick 4 here in the second. 5 for the game. 27-20 Lady Cougars in front on the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership scoreboard.
Much better job there getting the ball down the floor quickly.
Grula, she'll take the 3. Ouimet with the rebound, and a tough foul for Hazelton Area. As Coach Gavio looked at his bench, Brooke Beretsky has picked up her 3rd personal on the reach-in. Team 6, so from here on out, Lady Bulldogs will be shooting free throws. And out of the 6 team fouls, Joe, Beretsky with 3, Lipinski with 2. So some foul trouble for a couple players for Coach Gavio, but they get the turnover and come back in transition up 7 with the clock approaching 3 minutes remaining in the half on the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership scoreboard. Coming up at the half, Jim Burns will give us the Grand Central halftime stats. Grula's shot in the lane can't go, and here come the Lady Bulldogs.
Strong rebound by Megan Dalo again. Lady Bulldogs are turning it over too much in this first half. They probably have 11 or 12 as Murphy up with the 3.
She might have took that 3 from Neskapek, Joe. That was pretty deep as she
almost
is leading all scorers in double figures with 10. She cuts it to a 4-point game.
Again, we're at 4, Marty.
Wolk got met in the middle. Dalo knocked it away, and here come the Lady Bulldogs. Down 4. Murphy right down the lane. Trival piece to rebound. Here come the Lady Cougars up 4. Wolk in the corner out to Beretsky for 3. That won't roll in. Rebound, Murphy.
Good
2
job.
minutes left in the half.
Nice job by Murphy.
Starr in the lane, had it stolen away by Trival Piece. Here they come on a mini 2-on-1. Wolk, left-hand shot is good.
Trevelpiece very aggressive, stealing that pass. Leads to another basket for the Lady Cougars.
Ouimet goes cross court. Here's Murphy. Garnett knocked it away, and I believe the signal was remain with Berwick. And Tolik and Yurchak back in as Beretsky will sit with the 3 personal fouls, probably for the rest of the half.
Lady Bulldogs down 6, Marty. Not an impossible situation for them. They have to take care of the ball. Something I'm sure they will discuss at the half. Minute 12 left.
And Murphy keeping the minute, 10 of her 12 here in the second. It's 29-25 Lady Cougars. Last minute of play in the opening half on the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership scoreboard.
Rennie Murphy, spark plug here in the second quarter, and we're going to have a reach-in by the Lady Bulldogs.
I'll tell you what, Joe, all she needed to see was that buzzer beater to fall at the end of the first. She's been hot here in the second.
They've shot much better. Lady Bulldogs have shot the ball from the floor much better here in the second quarter.
Third team foul for Berwick, but the problem, the second for Rennie Murphy. And she heads to the bench so she doesn't pick up a third in the final minute of this opening half. Wolk, nice pass out to Garnett. Here's Yurchak. Back to Wolk. And Yurchak will dribble it out. She looks back to Coach Gavio for the call.
Going to use some time before they get this shot off at the end of the second quarter.
And Tolik gives it off to Garnett. She'll take a scoop shot. Good! Diane Garnett in the score sheet. Lady Cougars up 6.
Great job by Garnett.
And Starr right back. She was fouled with 11 and a half seconds remaining in the half.
But I'll tell you what, that time they got the ball to the middle on the press. Starr was able to get to the basket, draws the foul, so she'll go to the line for 2.
Grula picked up the foul, her second, team 7th. As Starr hits the first, so the foul trouble. Rennie Murphy for Berwick with 2. Brooke Beretsky has 3 for Hazelton area. Lipinski and Grula with 2 apiece for the Lady Cougars. Starr hits both. She's got 7, 6 here in the quarter, and it's back to a 4-point game. Wolk looks to push. You see the time remaining on the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership scoreboard. Rolled off of Wolk. Berwick basketball, 4.5 seconds left.
Lady Bulldogs going to have to get it up the floor.
And for this
quickly.
Offensive possession, sorry, Joe, Coach Phillips reinserts Murphy. They look to set a screen for Murphy, but Grula gets the steal to Wolk, blocked by Dalo. Nice defense by Megan Dalo to avoid giving up another basket before the end of the half. So through a half, Berwick is not taking care of the ball exceptionally well, but they're in the ball game, trailing Hazelton area by 4. During halftime, we're going to look at the Grand Central halftime stats, the score. Hazelton area 31, Berwick 27. You're watching live girls high school basketball on WILN.
Don't make the big box mistake. Shop local and save at Grand Central in Hazelton. Get better prices than the big box store on our huge selection of furniture, mattresses, appliances, and electronics at Grand Central in Hazelton and at the Laurel Mall.
Third Base Luncheonette, still making memories after all these years.
Don't make the big box mistake. Shop local and save at Grand Central in Hazleton. Get better prices than the big box store on our huge selection of furniture, mattresses, appliances, and electronics at Grand Central in Hazleton and at the Laurel Mall.
We welcome you back to the Huey McGeehan Gymnasium at Hazleton Area High School at the half in this girls' high school basketball matchup. Division I Hazleton Area leading Division II Berwick 31-27. And we thank you for joining us tonight here on WILN. I'm Marty Burns, joined by Joe DeMelfi. Jim Burns off to my left, compiling the Grand Central halftime stats, which we'll get a look at after the next commercial break. But Joe, Hazleton Area got off to a great start, turning the Lady Bulldogs over, jumped out 20-5. Then the Lady Bulldogs settled in, and I thought a lot of it was they were led by senior Megan Dalo that helped stabilize things. Got within 4, and they've been back and forth between that 4 to 9 point range the rest of the half. And then Rennie Murphy hit that buzzer beater at the end of the first quarter, and that really seemed to spark her in the second.
They shot much better, they being the Lady Bulldogs, in the second quarter than they did the first quarter. Also doing a better job with the press, a little better job. They still have too many turnovers, Marty. You can't turn the ball over on that press. Need to get it to the middle and get it up the floor. But I said when they were down by 11, you could tell how a team will react. They're 7-1. They have 4 sophomores and a senior, but they didn't just give it up. They've come back. They made the lead manageable now. Let's see if they can do a better job cutting down the turnovers and keep on shooting from the floor like they've been doing.
And I'm sure that's a big rallying call in that locker room right now. Coach Phillips telling the girls, hey, we've committed a lot of turnovers in that opening half, but it's only a 4-point game. Take care of the basketball, and we could come away with a victory.
Take care of the basketball, and that's what they need to do. You're right.
We're going to take a break. After the break, we'll get a look at the Grand Central halftime stats. Lady Cougars up 4 at the half.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice, everyday low prices, plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazleton. Everything to make your house a home.
Blaze Alexander Family Dealership is very proud to become a part of the Hazleton area. Come see us in Hazel Township or visit us online at blazehazleton.com. There's Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, GMC, and Cadillac, and Mazda. Plus, a huge inventory of the finest quality pre-owned vehicles available, all with the Blaze Alexander lowest price guarantee. We have a long-held reputation for low prices, great selection, and top-notch service. Blaze Alexander Family Dealerships in Hazleton. We're taking the deals the other guys won't.
The Falvello Law Firm, located at 314 Main Street, Suite A in Cunningham, offers help with car and truck accidents, wills, powers of attorney, and estates. With a small team of attorneys, they work directly with each and every client, serving all of northeastern Pennsylvania, and they are proud to offer legal services that make a real difference to you. Call them at 570-788-4191 today.
Minutes away. That's right, you're just minutes away from a great deal on a new car, truck, or SUV from Barber Ford. 2 great locations, Exeter and Hazleton. The best deals on America's #1 brand are just 19 minutes from Scranton, 15 minutes from Wilkes-Barre, 12 minutes from Old Forge, 18 minutes from Mountaintop, and 28 minutes from Berwick. Barber Ford in Exeter and Barber Ford in Hazleton. Start your new car search today at barberautogroup.com, where nobody but nobody sells for less.
John's Family Restaurant in the Churchill Mall. Enjoy a full menu with all homemade food. From breakfast, soups, sandwiches, entrees, and desserts. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner specials. The food is great, the price is right. Open Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Sunday, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Northeast Gold and Silver inside the Churchill Mall is paying cash for gold and silver. Top dollar for silver coins. National currency. Fine and sterling flatware. Stop in or call them at 570-497-4177.
Welcome back to the Huey McGeehan Gymnasium at Hazleton Area High School for live high school basketball here on WILN as the girls take the court tonight and the Lady Cougars leading the Lady Bulldogs 31-27 here at the half. And we are just about moments away from getting a look at what Jim Burns has compiled. It's the Grand Central halftime stats.
All right, I'm going to take a look here. Berwick shooting 11 for 23. Didn't shoot well in the first quarter, much better in the second. Hazleton shooting 13 for 21 from the floor. 3-point range, 2 for 7. Berwick, Murphy doing a nice job with that, 4 for 7 for the Lady Cougars. 3 for 5 from the free throw line for the Bulldogs. Lady Cougars 1 for 2. Rebounds, 14-7. Big advantage for the Lady Bulldogs, and that also is, they were able to come back from that 11-point deficit. Offensive rebounds, both teams with 9. Turnovers, both teams not doing well in that category. 12 for the Lady Bulldogs, 9 for the Lady Cougars.
But I would think if you take that number 12, Coach Phillips can get his Lady Bulldogs to cut it in half, say 6 for this half, I think they'd be in great shape second half.
I think when you look at being pressed, if you can hold it to 6 a half, if you have 10 or 12 total for the game, you're doing a good job of handling the ball during the press.
That was the Grand Central halftime stats. Third quarter action up next.
SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Renai, and trained comfort specialists, call SJ Kowalski at 570-455-2600. Third Base Luncheonette, still making memories after all these years.
Stop in at Two Italian Guys Pizzeria for the best pizza in town, serving a large variety of pizzas, stromboli, and so much more. Open till 3 a.m. Take out or eat in, delivery available. Call 570-459-2783.
Ralph M. Cameron, specializing in quality and affordable construction services for residential, commercial, and industrial. Licensed and insured. Call 570-401-0654 today for all your construction needs.
Talk to State Farm agent Pete Kazalika today.
We welcome you back to Hazleton Area High School, getting set for third quarter action. Lady Cougars up 4 to start the third. While we have a quick moment, I'd like to thank the Third Base Luncheonette for supplying our crew meal, as they have for so many seasons here on WILN. Third Base Luncheonette located just off of 9th Street in Hazleton. Many thanks to the Third Base Luncheonette. With this 4-point deficit, the Lady Bulldogs start the third with the basketball, and the blue going from left to right on your screen. They'll start with Ouimet, Burt, Murphy, Dalo, and Starr. The Lady Cougars in the white start with Beretsky playing with 3 personals, Grula playing with 2, along with Trival, Peace, and Tolik, and Yurchak. Dalo couldn't get that one to go, but Starr with the putback, and she's got 9. All of a sudden, it's a 2-point game.
Katie Starr, big, very strong under the basket for the Lady Bulldogs, puts it back for the 2.
Travel Piece on the wing, guarded by Starr. She'll get it out to Yurchak. She'll drive. No shot, says Lou Lucy. Foul on the floor. Lady Cougars inbound on the baseline. That opening half, Hazelton area led in scoring by Kira Antolik with 7. 6 for Marissa Trivalpiece. And Antolik did not reset herself inbounds. Turnover gives it to Berwick. Lady Bulldogs led in scoring by Rennie Murphy with 12.
Let's see if we can get it up the floor here again.
Nice pass ahead to Ouimet. Can't get it to fall. And a loose ball foul has been called, I believe, against the Lady Bulldogs.
Did a better job. The Lady Bulldogs did a better job of getting it down the floor. Ouimet a little high off the board, so basket didn't go.
Second on Daylo, team second. Trivalpiece looks to drive. Out to Yurchak. Beretsky will reset. Now Antolik off to Beretsky.
Lady Cougars, I was going to say being patient.
Daylo with the steal and ties the game at 31.
Megan Daylo, great anticipation on that pass. Was able to tip it away and take it down the floor for 2.
Credit these Lady Bulldogs for hanging in. If you're just joining us, they were down 20-5 in the opening quarter. They've battled all the way back to even it up at 31. Daylo became the second Lady Bulldog in double figures with 10. Yurchak loses control.
Starr got a hand in on that ball. Yurchak lost control, Marty, but Lady Cougars kept possession.
And Tolik looks inside to Grula, right back to Yurchak. She picked up her dribble, but finds Grula inside. And coming back to help and getting the block, I believe, was Starr.
Starr and Daylo right there. I think Starr tipped it. Lady Bulldogs looking for the lead after being down 11 early.
Starr on the wing. Looking inside, Daylo. Shot up, won't fall, but she was fouled. She's going to head to the line to shoot 2.
I believe Yurchak got her on the arm as Megan Daylo again with the move to the basket after having her back to the basket. She's done a very good job of that tonight, Marty.
Nicely done, Coach. The first on Yurchak, the team first. And Lulu C noticed that it hit the stanchion. So even if it rolled in, it would not have counted. But Daylo will get another. Like I said, when things were tough, they leaned on Daylo, the senior, and she kept the minute. Now we had a lane violation against the Lady Bulldogs. So it remains tied at 31.
Have to be able to convert those foul shots, Marty, especially in a tight game, which we're in right now. With 4:45 clock running third quarter, score tied.
Trivalpiece looking for someone to pass it off to, and she finds Yurchak. Under 4.5 minutes remaining in the third quarter, game tied at 31. Grula to Beretsky. She's going to take the jumper. Tipped around and controlled. And Tolik to Trivalpiece. Trivalpiece drives, and she'll be called for the travel. Emily Navicki back in for the Lady Bulldogs to give Megan Daylo a little breather. Berwick breaks the pressure. That jumper won't go by Ouimet, and it'll be Hazelton area basketball. Over halfway gone through the third. Lady Bulldogs have battled back and have tied this game at 31.
They have to do a better job, though, of taking care of the ball once they have possession. Take the good shot, make the good pass.
Beretsky looks to drive, lost control, but it'll remain with the Lady Cougars.
Off somebody's foot.
Trival piece looks to drive, and Tola kicked it to Grula. Yurchak has an open three, can't get it to fall, and rolled off of Hazelton area. Berwick ball. We've been stuck here at 31. Approaching the 3-minute mark with both teams being scoreless since the Lady Bulldogs tied it at 31.
Not shooting well right now, neither team. Turning the ball over as we have a foul.
And Yurchak has picked up her second, team second. And when we talked to Coach Gavio beforehand, he felt confident that maybe with Yurchak back that things would settle in offensively, because he said it's been sporadic for them. Sometimes they're shooting real well, and then other times they go into cold spells, and they're in a cold spell now as they haven't scored in this third quarter.
Both teams not shooting the ball real well right now. Lady Bulldogs possession as we're winding to the 3-minute mark.
Travel piece knocked it away from Starr, but she got it back and into the corner to Murphy. Loose basketball. And Trival Peace ends up coming up with it for Hazelton area. They look to regain the lead on this possession. And Tolik in the corner, can't get it to fall. And Navicki up with the loose basketball for Berwick, and she was fouled. If it's Yurchak, all of a sudden, she's picked up her third.
Emily Novecki, nice job with the rebound. Then fouled, and we're going to have a substitution as Megan Dalo back in.
Starr gets a breather. Yurchak has to sit with her third personal. Picked up 3 quick fouls here in the third. Murphy looking for somebody to get it into at a 5-second violation. Gives it back to Hazelton area.
Have to be aware of that. Need to get the ball out.
And did we get a 5-second back? No, we had a foul away from the pass. I believe called against Berwick. Mentioned Yurchak headed to the bench. Olivia Wolk replaced her. Bird picks up her second. Team third. Pass to Wolk. Trival piece drives. Inside, Trival piece tries to get through the double team, and a blocking foul has been called in the lane. And if it's on Burt, that's her third. And the fourth team foul on the Lady Bulldogs, as it is Burt's third. Trival piece to try to give the Lady Cougars the lead back from the line. She hits the first.
Marissa Travelpiece forcing that ball inside, went underneath, drew the foul, makes the first.
Coming into tonight, Marissa hitting just under 71% from the foul line. And she hits both. She's got 8. Lady Cougars back up by 2. Starr returns for the Lady Bulldogs.
Need to have some movement here. Don't put a lot of pressure on your inbounds person.
They go for the home run to Starr. She can't get it to go. And it'll be Hazelton area basketball.
But I'll go back to my original premise. Get it down the floor, and that's what they did there.
And Tolik at the top. And a traveling violation is called, giving it back to the Lady Bulldogs.
Again, we're going to have Murphy now goes to the floor. We met. Will inbound. Good pass there by Dalo. That's the way to get it down the floor.
They get a mini 2-on-1, and Starr is fouled. She'll head to the line.
I believe they're going to get Marissa Trivelpiece with the foul.
That'll be her first, team fourth.
Talked about Marty making foul shots. Katie Starr to the line. Misses her first.
Starr cannot convert, remains a 2-point Lady Cougar lead.
They've missed the last 4 foul shots here in the second half. They're down 2.
Trivelpiece's 3 is good. She's in double figures with 11. A quick 5 here in the third to give the Lady Cougars a 5-point lead. And then Murphy stepped over the baseline to commit the turnover, giving it back to Hazelton area.
Marissa Trivelpiece cannot allow her to take that shot. Have to be right up in her face, and here she is in the post with the shot.
Good job, Kate. Good pass.
So with a minute 36 left, Trivelpiece back to the line to shoot 2. And Rennie Murphy picks up her third. Team fifth. Trivelpiece leading scorer on the year at 11 points per game. She now has 12. And Rennie Murphy's going to have to be looked at. I believe they said that Rennie Murphy had some blood. So they'll give her a quick opportunity to get it bandaged up.
On her arm or elbow, so the trainer will, as you said, Marty, wrap it up. Trivelpiece becoming the force here in the third quarter, Marty.
So far, all 6 of Hazelton area's points belonging to Trivelpiece. She had 6 in the first, now 6 in the third, looking to make it 7.
Been very good from the line.
She does, and she brings the lead to 7. Garnett back in for Hazelton area's. Trivelpiece will get a breather. Murphy trying to avoid the double team. Now gets a triple team right at half court. It was tipped, so she got another dribble. Pull-up jumper won't go, but she gets her own rebound and again gets triple teamed, and a reach-in foul called against Hazelton area.
Murphy did a nice job getting the rebound. They're going to get Grula, I believe, with the foul on the reach-in. Lady Bulldogs inbounding, minute 22 left, third quarter.
And that is the case. It's her third, team fifth. And if Grula picked up the foul here, all of a sudden that's her 4th.
I believe it is Grula.
And that is the case. That's her 4th. Team 6, so the first serious foul trouble of the night belongs to Faith Grula of Hazelton area. Starr hits the first. She's the third Lady Bulldog in double figures with 10.
Last 5 foul shots. Lady Bulldogs are 1 for 5. Let's see if Starr can sink the second.
Trivelpiece and Krasansky return for Hazelton area, as does Novicki for Berwick. Grula has to sit with the 4 personal fouls. 1 out of 2 for Starr. Long rebound to Vicky, up with it for Berwick. Starr in the corner, out to Ouimet. Murphy.
Thought about taking that 3, Marty. Pulled it back down. We're going under a minute, third quarter.
You see the time remaining on the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership third quarter scoreboard. Lady Bulldogs down 6 on a block by Trivelpiece. Jump ball is called. Good hustle by both players. And the possession arrow gives it to the Lady Cougars.
Trivelpiece and Starr on the floor.
Your check returns with the 3 personals. Rennie Murphy with 3 personals gets a breather maybe for the last 50 seconds of the third as Burt is back in. Yurchak, strong drive, gets it to go.
Great job by Yurchak getting to the basket. Berwick, ball down the floor quickly.
And the block, but also a foul called as Burt was driving to the basket.
So Abby Burt will go to the line for 2.
7th team foul, Joe. So for the rest of this half, Berwick will be shooting free throws. One out of 2.
They got Wolk for a push. Starr goes to the line.
Team 8th. And a 1-and-1 for Katie Starr. She hits the first, she's got 11. Starr hits both. 5 of her 12 here in the third. Makes it a 5-point Hazelton area lead.
Lady Cougars looking for the last shot here.
Yurchak picked up her dribble, found Antolik at the foul line. Down to 5 seconds. Down to 2. Antolik beats the buzzer with a 3 for Kara Antolik. She's got double figures in 10. And the Lady Cougars will take an 8-point lead into the fourth. You're watching live high school basketball on WILN.
The Falvello Law Firm, located at 314 Main Street, Suite A in Cunningham, offers help with car and truck accidents, wills, powers of attorney, and estates. With a small team of attorneys, they work directly with each and every client, serving all of northeastern Pennsylvania, and they are proud to offer legal services that make a real difference to you. Call them at 570-788-4191 today.
Northeast Gold and Silver inside the Churchill Mall is paying cash for gold and silver. Top dollar for silver coins. National currency. Fine and sterling flatware. Stop in or call them at 570-497-4177.
Ralph M. Cameron, specializing in quality and affordable construction services for residential, commercial, and industrial. Licensed and insured. Call 570-401-0654 today for all your construction needs.
We welcome you back. Start of the fourth quarter from the Huey McGeehan Gymnasium, Hazelton area. On a buzzer-beating 3 by Kara Antolik to end the third. Take an 8-point advantage to start this fourth.
3-point ball has been very good for the Lady Cougars as we start the fourth quarter. Starr to the basket for Berwick.
Putback won't go. And it'll remain with the Lady Bulldogs.
Third quarter, Marty, field goals, 3 for 7, Lady Cougars, 2 for 8, Lady Bulldogs, 3 turnovers for the Lady Bulldogs, 4 for the Lady Cougars, so that has improved.
But a turnover here, Beretsky ahead to Yurchak, and it's all of a sudden a 10-point game.
Shouldn't have mentioned the turnover as the Lady Bulldogs.
And I believe I heard Coach Phillips say it's a full timeout. His Lady Bulldogs down 10.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice, everyday low prices, plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazelton. everything to make your house a home.
Stop in at Two Italian Guys Pizzeria for the best pizza in town, serving a large variety of pizzas, stromboli, and so much more. Open till 3 a.m. Take out or eat in. Delivery available. Call 570-459-2783.
This is your home, your car, and you want to give them the protection they deserve with home and auto insurance.
In Hazleton, talk to State Farm agent Pete Keselika.
After the Berwick timeout, Hazleton area up 10, 32 seconds into the fourth. Lady Bulldogs start the quarter with Murphy, Ouimet, Dalo, Burt, and Starr. Hazleton area has Yurchek, Beretsky, Wolk, Trivalpiece, and Antolik. Faith Gruel on the bench with 4 personal fouls for Hazleton area. Several other players on both teams with 3 apiece. Lady Bulldogs led in scoring. They have 3 players in double figures. Murphy and Starr 12 apiece, Dalo with 10. Hazleton area led in scoring by Trivalpiece with 13 and Tolik with 10. Starr now has 14 to lead all scores. Gets it in the single digits.
Nice pass inside to Starr, who started to the basket. Defender tried to take a chance on him, knocking that pass away, but did not happen. And Starr with the basket.
Wolk, strong move. She'll have a chance for a 3-point play.
Wolk strong to the basket, fouled. You cannot allow easy access to the basket, Marty. Need to have somebody in front of her.
4th on Burt, team 6th. Wolk averaging over 6 points a game on the season. She's got 7 off the bench tonight, looking to make it 8. She makes it an 11-point game. Ouimet gets it to the middle to Starr. She'll drive to the basket and be fouled by Trivalpiece.
Call the block on Marissa Trivalpiece. Starr again to the line.
That's her 3rd, team 9th.
We have an 11-point deficit for the Lady Bulldogs.
So from here on out, Joe, Berwick can really make some hay. They'll shoot 2 free throws the rest of the way. And if they could cut into this deficit with the clock stopped, great asset for them.
Starr does a nice job taking the ball off the floor after making the first and missing the second free throw.
The young sophomore leading all scorers with 15 on the night. Loose basketball, Dalo up with it for Berwick. Meadner on the wing. And her pass is stolen by Antolik. Read nicely by Kira Antolik. And Hazleton area will be very deliberate with the basketball.
Good defensive play by Antolik. Clock running. Time's going to be of an essence here shortly. 10 down, 10 the Lady Bulldogs are. They're going to have to play strong defense, cause some turnovers.
And Trivalpiece, no shot. She was fouled on the floor, but she'll be heading to a line for a 1-and-1. First on Starr, but as I mentioned, the team 7th. Trivalpiece to the line for a 1-and-1. Rennie Murphy returns for Berwick, down 10. Coach Gavia hoping that Trivalpiece will make it 12 after this trip, but misses the first. Dalo the rebound.
Important rebound, Megan Dalo. Now Lady Bulldogs need to convert that rebound into some points.
Dalo out high. Gives off to Ouimet. Here's Murphy. She'll take a deep 3. That one won't fall. Starr gets the loose basketball, and the putback is good. 10 of her 17 here in the second half, and it's back to an 8-point game.
Katie Starr, sophomore, I mentioned before. definitely going to be a player for the Lady Bulldogs. And she has done a very good job tonight.
And Travel Piece called for the travel. I'd like to remind you that we'll be back here at the Huey McGinn Gymnasium on Tuesday night as the boys take the floor. As Hazleton area will play host to Pat Toole's Myers Mohawks. We'll be on the air Tuesday night at 7:30. Boys high school basketball here on WYLN. Myers Hazleton area on Tuesday night at 7:30. We met will be called for the personal after the turnover, and Garnett to the line for a 1-and-1.
We tried to get the ball on the bounce pass to the Lady Bulldog player. Didn't happen, and then committed the foul.
Garnett hits the first, she'll get another. One out of two, loose basketball. Still loose. Goes out of bounds, it'll be Berwick ball. 9-point Hazleton area lead. Murphy goes cross court to Meaner. Quickly to Dalo. Dalo out to Ouimet. Meaner over to Murphy. Halfway through the fourth quarter. Hazleton area up 9. Murphy had it blocked. Nice defense there by Travel Piece.
Travel Piece did a great job. Murphy challenged her underneath, tried to go up with the shot.
Beretsky on the wing. Backs it out to Yurchak.
The Lady Cougars can afford to take their time.
Remain Hazleton area ball. And we have a timeout. It's a 30-second timeout taken by Hazleton area. And with this 30-second timeout, this would be a good time to call Two Italian Guys Pizzeria at 570-459-2783 to order a Stromboli from Two Italian Guys Pizzeria. And Joe, while we have a moment before we get too far along and I forget, 3 players that we got a chance to see a lot this fall on the high school football gridiron. From Berwick, Tegan Wilk, and from Hazleton area, Damon Horton and Jacob Hunsinger. Recently, all 3 of them named All-State, and we got the chance to see a lot of those 3 athletes. Very well deserved, and we wanted to say congratulations to all 3 of those athletes.
I would do the same. You're right, Marty. Well deserved.
And quite an accomplishment, especially for Coach Brennan. The last 2 years, 5 of his players have been named All-State.
Program, the Hazleton area football program has improved as we've seen them over the last several years become very competitive. As we had a charging foul.
That's the first on Antolik. Murphy had it knocked away by Yurchak, and it went off of Murphy. Hazleton area basketball, 3:08 remaining, up 9. And if anything, we've seen through the years, Coach Gavi will be very deliberate here in this final 3:08 with the 9-point lead.
Still too much with the ball on the floor during the press. Lady Bulldogs have to keep it up and keep it moving. Once you dribble, you get trapped. Lady Cougars extremely good at that press. As you said, Marty, Lady Cougars very deliberate at this point. 2:44 clock running.
Faith Grula back in with the 4 personals for Hazleton area. Up 9, approaching 2.5 remaining. We're going to have a foul against Berwick, and free throws coming up for Boretsky will be a 1-and-1 as Starr picks up the second, team 9th. Abby Burt back in for Berwick. And Coach Phillips takes a 30-second timeout. With that 30-second timeout, this would be a good time to call Two Italian Guys Pizzeria. Their number 570-459-2783. Place an order for a hoagie from Two Italian Guys Pizzeria. Here you see both huddles. Coach Gavio on the left, Coach Phillips on the right. And it's amazing, Joe, how so much with Hazleton area, the roster changes year after year because of graduation, but it's the same old Lady Cougars with that pressing defense.
You know what? We play that kind of defense, and being as aggressive as you mentioned, Marty, as they are, causes opposing teams a lot of turnovers, causes them to fall into a deficit on the scoreboard many times that they can't overcome.
And another Lady Bulldog turnover with 2:32 left. Lady Cougars inbound up 9. Tribal Peace picks up her dribble, gives off to Boretsky.
I think at this point, Marty, you pick someone you really don't want to see at the foul line as Tribal Peace goes to the line, and that's somebody I don't think Berwick wants to see at the line. She has shot very well.
Third on Dalo, team 10th. So both teams over the 2-shot limit now. And we'll be shooting 2 the rest of the ball game. Tribal Peace will get another. She's made it a 4-possession game with that first make. And gets it to 11. She's got 15 on the night to lead the Lady Cougars. And knocked away from Star. Yurchak up with it. And Tribal Peace did not establish herself in the front court. Steve Madrosky was right there, a backcourt violation.
She was in the air. Good call.
Yep, she did not catch it before landing in the front court.
Exactly right. You have to set yourself in the front court.
Murphy's shot won't go, and it'll be Hazleton area basketball.
Murphy trying to get to the basket again. Last 2 times not being successful. I think at this point, if she can get a good look at a 3-point shot, that's where they should go with it, Marty. They're down by 11.
Tribal Peace gets double teamed, and Coach Gavio takes a timeout. It's a full. They're up 11.
Blaze Alexander Family Dealership is very proud to become a part of the Hazleton area. Come see us in Hazel Township or visit us online at blazehazleton.com. There's Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, GMC, and Cadillac, and Mazda. Plus, a huge inventory of the finest quality pre-owned vehicles available, all with the Blaze Alexander lowest price guarantee. We have a long-held reputation for low prices, great selection, and top-notch service. Blaze Alexander Family Dealerships in Hazleton. We're taking the deals the other guys won't.
John's Family Restaurant in the Churchill Mall. Enjoy a full menu with all homemade food. From breakfast, soups, sandwiches, entrees, and desserts. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner specials. The food is great, the price is right. Open Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Sunday, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m.
After the Hazelton area timeout, a minute 20 remaining in the fourth. Coach Gavio did not like what he saw from that offensive set from his Lady Cougars, taking the timeout with his team up 11. And a balanced attack tonight, Joe. Marissa Trivalpiece with 15 to lead the way. Kira Antolik with 10. Olivia Wolk off the bench with 8 big points for the Lady Cougars. 3 players in double figures for Berwick. Leading the way was Katie Starr with 17. Trivalpiece couldn't get that to go, and it'll be Berwick ball with a minute 13 remaining.
I think when it's all said and done, Lady Bulldogs with the same problem traditionally that they've had with these Lady Cougars. The press, they have not been able to get the ball down the floor. Now they do with 1:05.
Remember, Joe, a key stretch. Berwick battled all the way back in the third to tie it at 31. Had several opportunities to possibly take the lead and just couldn't get over the hump. And then Hazelton made that one run, and it just seemed like Berwick wasn't able to recover.
If I remember correctly, it was 31-31 as we entered into the third quarter, Marty. And then, as you said, there was that run that Hazelton area had, the Lady Cougars, as Megan Dalo makes the first foul shot. And that opened it up. Lady Bulldogs have been battling back since.
1 out of 2 for Dalo. Battle for the rebound, and it'll be Berwick basketball. Mentioned Starr with 17, Murphy 12, Dalo 11 for the Lady Bulldogs.
Need to get the ball up quickly. We're under a minute.
And Grula let it go out of bounds. Hazelton area ball with 50 seconds remaining.
Turned it over again, Marty. Now, I said that in the third quarter, I thought they only had 3 or 4 turnovers. But in the fourth quarter, they have turned it over several times, which has hurt them. Clock running down. Lady Cougars satisfied with keeping it on the perimeter.
And Tolik tried to go baseline, but she stepped out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, Starr did a nice job there. Let it be. She got to the baseline, but Katie Starr, without the foul, did a great job defensively. Up the floor.
Ouimet brings it up, and should we call for a double dribble before the pass to Dalo? 15.3 seconds remaining. And the Lady Cougars appear to be on their way to pick up victory number 6 on the year. Go 3-1 in conference play. Lady Bulldogs will drop to 7-2. And a very good start for this Lady Bulldog team.
Excellent start, and I'll tell you what, Marty, they're 7-2. They're going to be competitive during the year. I thought that they cut down on a few turnovers tonight, they would have had a shot at the Lady Cougars.
Both teams shake hands at half court. Hazelton area comes away with the 10-point victory. Mentioned it was 31 all in the third, in which was for the beginning portion of that third, a cold shooting third. But from that point on, Hazelton area outscored the Lady Bulldogs 20-10 to come away with that 10-point victory.
And you know what, Marty? The constant pressure from that press by the Lady Cougars, I mean, it just wears on you. You have to really be aware of inbounding the ball, make sure you get it in, make sure you're over the timeline. Try to back away from the dribbles as much as you can. Don't get the ball on the floor.
And I'll tell you what, we talked about it at the start. Coach Phillips, 4 sophomores in the starting lineup. This is definitely a learning experience for his younger squad to come up here and play a Hazelton area team. A tough defense, a tough place to come and play. But I'd be interested to see in the next couple of years, if this Lady Bulldog team gets a chance to play up here again, how much different it'll be for them.
I think it's a learning process, there's no doubt about it. But the Lady Bulldogs are definitely a team with some very strong underclassmen. Megan Dalo, the senior, I said to you, I think they'll be very competitive as they go through the season.
And remember, we talked about it last night that both girls and boys, 3 division winners and a wild card, get into the Wyoming Valley Conference Championship in the middle of February, with the championship being held here at Hazelton Area High School for both the girls and the boys. And Division II seems to be pretty wide open. These Lady Bulldogs, I'm not saying that they'll be here, but I think they can make some noise and have that possibility.
It is a Division II, is very, very equal, I think, as you look at it. And you're right, there is a possibility that that could happen. Marty, 23 turnovers for the Lady Bulldogs. Tough to win when you have that many.
And 8 of those in that fourth quarter, after where they only had 3 in the third. And as you mentioned, made it very tough on them. They had 3 players in double figures of the Lady Bulldogs. Star with 17, 12 for Murphy, 11 for Dalo. Hazelton area was led by Marissa Trivalpiece with 15. Karen Tolek, she had 10. Off the bench, Olivia Wolk with 8. I'd like to say goodnight for our director, Barry J.S., for stats by Jim Burns, for Joe DeMelfi. I'm Marty Burns saying so long. Once again, the final score, the Lady Cougars of Hazelton area 51, the Lady Bulldogs of Berwick 41. Join us Tuesday night right back here at the Huey McGean Gymnasium as the boys return to the court, as Hazelton area play host to Myers. Will be on the air Tuesday night at 7:30. This has been a WILN Sports Special presentation. Good night from Hazelton.
You're watching Wilkes-Barre's Choice for news, weather, and live local sports. WILN, we're your local network.
Helping your dollars go further every day.